This is Project Runway Season 11. Let's start the show.
That dress was phenomenal.
Michelle! You are the winner of Project Runway. Congratulations.
The HP technology really is like having an entire studio of tools at your fingertips.
Isn't that cool? So now, here to share her story of how technology is helping her to reinvent her creative process, please welcome Michelle Lesniak Franklin.
Good afternoon, guys. I brought the rain from Portland, Oregon for you. I hope you're enjoying it. My studio space actually is in Portland, Oregon, and that's where I do all of my work. That's where I do all of my sketching and come up with my ideas, and then a lot of times my final product. And when I'm creating a line for a fashion week, or to go out for the next spring line or fall line, traditionally what you do as a fashion designer is create a mood board. And a mood board is to keep everything cohesive. So it looks like all of the pieces in that line go together. Traditionally, a mood board is done with hundreds of pieces of paper that you either magnetize to something or you pin up like we've done here. They include sketches, tears for magazines, tears for books, music, pictures. This mood board, I'm very, very inspired by the 1940s. So this is what you would use as a mood board. And when you would meet with people that are doing work for you, jewelry designers or hair and makeup, you would have to carry this with you. So they would get inspired by your mood board. In this day and age, this is pretty cumbersome to carry around a whole lot of pieces of paper, and it doesn't make much sense. And you can't really send this off to somebody because you need it in your studio. So how I've reinvented my mood board and how I work is by using the HPMD. And it's fantastic because what I have at my fingertips is a portable mood board that I can share with the people that I'm working with in and outside of my studio. And I can also email this to them, and it's a neat, tiny little file. I can go through when I'm purchasing shoes for my runway looks to actually match with my fabric and my fabric swatches. And at the very end, I actually have my sketch that I can show people. And so I've taken and reinvented this whole process into something that's new and portable, and it has made my job and life so much easier, actually. And this is the dress I created, starting here to here, and then the final product. Wow. Thank you. It's so sunny on a day like today. We should all be wearing this around town. Well, there's only one of them. And she has to go with me to Chicago, so we'll see. A couple weeks, perhaps.
Excellent, Michelle. Everyone.
We are here at the at the Intel Experience, and you just did a brief introduction about how you use the computer and as far as designing. And I know you've had experience with some of the HP products or some of the Intel products before. So I had a question: what's your favorite thing about technology and using it in design?
For me, it's portability, and that's why I love the NB. It actually fits like a little tiny purse that fits in there. I can take it everywhere, and I can take off the tablet and just use it as a tablet. It's a really great way for me to show what I'm working on without having to bring my entire studio with me. So basically, it's a studio in a computer.
It's a portable studio.
Portable studio. Okay. Which is pretty awesome. And I didn't think that I was a tech girl, but I am.
Yeah. When did you figure out that you were a tech girl?
When I was able to carry my studio around.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, portability.
This makes it so much easier. My life is so much easier.
Yeah. Now, going further into the beginning, when did you realize you were a designer?
I knew I was a designer probably as a teenager. I just always designed and made my own clothes throughout being a kid and being in my 20s and now into my 30s. I can't find what I want in the stores, so I always make it. Okay. So I did. Okay.
Yeah. All right, and then last question, where can we find your designs and your latest collection?
You can find my designs online at my website, as well as there are 2 stores in Portland that retail them, Garnish Apparel, and then Matcha
Okay.
if they're on the shelf. Kind of sell like hotcakes.
Well, that's a good thing, right?
Totally a good thing.